Howdy, I'm Haugh, and I'm a Libertarian running for United States Senate in North Carolina in 2014. There's a fundamental truth about government that, frankly, people in government have absolutely no motivation to remind you of. Every government can only exist through the consent of the people. Even in the most totalitarian regimes, if the streets are filled up with fed-up people banging on pots and pans, well, half the time the government just falls right down. Here in America, we express our consent through voting. We show up every November for an opportunity to tell the politicians what we want and choose who will represent us. There are many myths we tell ourselves about this process. One is that we somehow might be able to vote against somebody. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. The only votes that are count are the ones cast for a candidate. The only feedback you're giving to the winning candidate with your vote is that you support whatever they intend to do in office. They have no reason to doubt that they have nothing short of a complete mandate unless you tell them some other way. The worst myth we subject ourselves to is voting for the lesser of two evils. Sure, there usually are differences between the Democrat and Republican. Important differences. In the last election, I was told all kinds of reasons why it would be a disaster if either Barack Obama or Mitt Romney were elected, and they were mostly all true. But here's the problem. Voting for the lesser of two evils is still voting for evil. They may disagree on a few issues, but they are united on the basics. You can count on both of them for more war and more debt. When you vote for a candidate that gives you one thing that you want, you're voting for that too. This habit of voting for the lesser of two evils has gotten us to the point where in the last election, you could say that the guy who claims he has the right to kill anybody he wants to, and who is dropping drones on people indiscriminately around the world, well, he really was the lesser of two evils. If we want to stop evil, then we have to stop voting for evil. If voting can change anything at all, then we must set some higher standards and stop voting for anyone who promises us more war and more debt. There are some few Democrats and Republicans, bless their hearts, who want to stop war and balance the budget, but they have not been strong enough to change the fact that after several decades, of two-party rule in America, our problems only continue to get worse and worse. Now, I used to believe in all that civic religion about the importance of voting. I've only missed one election myself since I was 18. Of course, I still believe very strongly that everyone should use every chance they get to tell the politicians what they want. But we really have to stop voting for politicians who refuse to correct our course back to some very basic moral values. No matter what else they say, and even if they are the only two candidates on the ballot, if they will not stop war, or if they will not stop spending more money than we have, well, stop voting for them. Democrats and Republicans have given us all the evidence we need to withdraw our consent from their failed leadership. Only Libertarians can be counted on to stop all war and let you keep your money. I'm Haugh, and I say vote Libertarian or stay home. Seriously. I approve of this spirit.